So recently I was having this discussion with my friend. We were talking about like a lot of different musicians, and eventually we landed on the topic of like Kendrick Lamar with all the recent success he's having. And I told him like I don't think Kendrick did anything special. Let me explain. Let me get a little bit of context. I didn't mean that Kendrick's work is not special or, that he's not talented. My friend got into a little uproar about that, but that's not really what I meant. What I meant specifically was Kendrick didn't do anything that you or and I couldn't do. And that's the subject of this video, man. A lot of the times we see these people that got into places of success and that people got into places of awards and all this kind of stuff. And we start feeling like, man, that's far off. I can't do that. That could never be me. I can't never be that kind of person. When in reality, these people aren't necessarily better than you. They worked at it. They put hours in. They grinded. And a lot of times we don't get to see that kind of behind the scenes look. All we seeing is the success.
You feel like it's been a long battle, or you feel like it happened quickly?
Nah, I've been working at this for years, man.
I know, because I met you years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some people might think it kind of happened overnight, like Kendrick Lamar came out of nowhere, the people that weren't up on you at first, but it really was a long time.
Right, patience.
We don't get to see the behind the scenes process. We don't see the hours that was put in. All we see was the end result. We see them going on stage to accept the Grammys and giving these award show speeches and all this kind of stuff. But we don't see the hours and the years that they put into their grind, that they put into their craft. That's just as important as winning awards because that's how they got there. That's the foundation. And they laid this foundation for years. We had these talks about the 10,000 hours theory. You got to put in, it takes 10,000 hours minimum. It takes 10,000 hours minimum to become good at something. And that's the case. I want y'all to know anything that they can do can be achieved too. I look at somebody like Steph Curry. Steph Curry is not the biggest, most brawniest fucking person like somebody like LeBron James. He's not muscular. He's not particularly extremely tall like LeBron or Michael Jordan or something like that. Steph Curry didn't come out the gate shooting threes and stuff like that. Nah, the nigga was working on his game. The nigga had to start with layups first. A lot of times we try to go straight for the three-pointer instead of trying to work on our layups. We not really in the lab trying to work on our mid-range game. A lot of times you try to shoot a three and we get mad because they don't go in. Bro, that's not your game just yet. And I'm not saying that it can't be, but you got to put in a time to get there. You know what I'm saying? We seeing the end result. We know Kanye is kind of pariah right now. He's a media pariah, and rightfully so with all the stuff that he's been saying. But I want y'all to look at this excerpt from this clip that I'm about to put on the screen right now.
I've never been really talented at anything except for the ability to learn, to focus, to learn, and apply it. And that's how I got to this point today, where I'm talking to you through this camera.
So as you can see from that, these people are not born extraordinarily talented. And that was my point with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? They had to learn. They had to be willing to put that time in. They had to be willing to be dedicated. You can be just as good as them. Somebody like LeBron might be physically gifted, but he was never going to be successful unless he put in those hours. Hard work is going to beat talent when talent doesn't work hard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we damn near underrate ourselves. We count ourselves out the game before the game can even start. But people say, oh no, I can never do that. I could never. Bro, you can, bro. You can make the most out of this lifetime. And if you're willing to put in that work, you're going to be farther ahead than the people that didn't. It's this quote, this legendary, infamous quote. It says, shoot for the stars and aim for the moon. Because even if you fail, you'll still be up there with the stars. Like I said, people count themselves out before they can even start. Don't be one of those people, bro. Don't be one of those people that don't be willing to try just because they might look stupid or they don't want to fail. We have to silence these imaginary haters in our mind. We have to silence the doubters. And, people might have something to say, but so what? You got something so negative to say. They not your right people anyway. If people gonna critique you for putting yourself out there, for giving an effort, for trying, bro, most people envy that, bro. People envy that. People are jealous. People are envious of the people that are self-starters. That the people that are willing to put themselves out there. The people that are willing to try, bro. Because they know deep down that they could never be like that. That's how you separate yourself from the pack. Who's gonna be willing to take that risk? Who's gonna be willing to take that chance? Who's gonna be willing to bet on themselves? And the people that's got something to say about it, got something to say about you, willing to be a self-starter, that's got something to say about you, willing to try, then they not your right people anyway. You need to get away from them. It can be you that's giving these speeches about how you had to overcome, on how you had to learn how to succeed, on how you built something from nothing. It can be you. You can do it too. I hope y'all see this message, man. I hope y'all take it in. Cause I want y'all to believe in yourselves as much as I do believe in me. Did you seeing this? You watching this? We locked in. You know what I'm saying? We locked in. I want you to know that you can take them risks and you can be just as successful. You can be that person on that stage. You can be the inspiration for generations to come. Your dreams don't come into fruition out of osmosis, out of thin air, out of nothing. You got to be willing to take that chance, to take that risk, and take that bet on yourself. Cause you can do it too. And I'm gonna see you when you get there.
You could do it too, young love. You could do it too, young love. What? You could do it too, young love. I did it, you could do it too.